Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. So Ricky Hatton is returning to the ring this weekend, 12 November. Let me bring my microphone a little closer, man. 12 November, facing Marco Antonio Barrera. And I tell you what, man, sometimes you just want to see these guys sit back and relax, enjoy retirement. But they say it's hard for these guys to avoid the limelight. They enjoy being celebrated. They enjoy the ring walk. They enjoy just feeling like they're somebody and they're important. And I can't blame them. And the way I feel is, at this point in time, with exhibitions being such a huge thing, you know what? Why not make some of the fights that we didn't get to see? In addition, why not make some dream bouts for fighters who are still around and looking to get in the ring and just get a little bit of work, but do it in an exhibition bout where they both get some money and we get entertained. Now, continuing on, that's what we're going to get this weekend, where Hatton and the Hitman Hatton and Marco Antonio Barrera, they get in the ring. And the thing is, these two names are such huge names in boxing, right? These guys are legends. Now, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about Barrera or what they think about Hatton. These guys are legends, all right? So just had to give them their flowers, give them their credit. But the thing about it is, they're such legends that honestly, them being the co-feature, just their names alone overshadows the entire card. Like, the card's selling for the most part because of Hatton and Barrera getting ready to get in the ring and take and fight in an exhibition. One thing we know about Barrera and Hatton, I'm not sure what kind of discussions they had as far as the fight. Is it like a sparring session? You know, what kind of exhibition are we going to get? Because Hatton is a fighter. Barrera is a fighter too. Okay, so I can't see them getting in the ring trying to tickle each other. And they both look to be in great shape. So I think it's going to be entertaining. I really do. But the undercard, the overall card is pretty interesting. The headliner is Natasha Jones. She's going to be fighting Marie. Let me see what that says. Daika. I need to put my glasses on, man. They're going to be fighting the super welterweight bout. Then you have a couple other names on here. You guys can read them for yourself. But the name on here that really got my attention, aside from Hatton, Barrera, and Natasha Jones, and Maria Daika, right, is Vidal Riley. Now, Vidal Riley, my understanding, he's the person who was training KSI when KSI first fought Logan Paul. Okay, so Vidal Riley, I'm going to be honest, I never watched him fight. But I know he's an up-and-coming boxer. He's actually been a pro for a while. I think, like a guy like me and a lot of people in the boxing world, especially outside the UK, they probably know his name as a result of him being KSI's trainer. And that's the thing about these YouTube boxers, that their presence is good for boxing and boxers. Because if KSI was never fighting and him and Logan Paul getting it, I would have never ever heard of this guy Vidal Riley. Because I know who Shannon the Cannon Briggs is, and I saw how Shannon the Cannon Briggs and Vidal Riley was going back and forth. So Vidal Riley can thank KSI and Shannon Briggs that there's another person out here who knows who he is, who otherwise wouldn't have known his name. But as far as Hatton and Barrera, a lot of curiosity about these guys and what exactly they're going to be doing in the ring. What we know is it's supposed to be a Mike Tyson style exhibition bout, and it's supposed to be taking place on 12 November to give, and it's funny that they worded it this way, to give fans an opportunity to bring the circus-like atmosphere to the latest iteration of the Hitman's epic story. Now, Ricky Hatton lost over 2 stones for this clash with Barrera. In my understanding, that's about 20 pounds or so. So remember, this fight was rescheduled from July 2nd, and now they're getting it on. But Hatton, who's 44 years old now, he last stepped foot in the ring in 2012, where Hatton was stopped in a 9th round KO. And to be honest with you, I don't think Hatton I don't think Hatton was hurt. It just seems like sometimes you just don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? And I just think that's what he experienced. When you have all that money, I mean, there's just nothing that you can possibly desire for anymore, and you're burnt out doing your job. Well, you go on and do what he did. You retire. But after a while, you start to get that hunger back. You feel like going out there and kind of, putting the work in, and you get back in the ring for another opportunity, which is what he's doing. Now, that knockout loss that he suffered in 2012, that came 3 years after he lost to Manny Pacquiao, and it marked the end of his 48-fight pro career, and where he ended up with a record of 45 wins and 3 losses. That's not bad. And then Barrera, who happens to be 48 now, so he's 4 years older than Hatton, 48 now. He last fought in 2011, where he knocked out a guy named Jose Arias in Guadalajara. And we know what goes on out there in Mexico. Just look at what happened to Zurdo Ramirez. You can go and really put some work in out there and inflate your record. But after that, man, Barrera went on. He did some commentating. It was just relaxing, man, at home, not really worrying about too much of anything. And, he's ready to come back out to the UK. Remember, man, he lost to Amir Khan back in 2009. I don't know if you guys remember that. And he had some issues with Pacquiao a couple years before that. So Hatton and Barrera have been out the ring for a while, and I think it's a good opportunity for both of them to get in there, man, and get a massive clash going on. It's supposed to be taking place at the AO Arena. But we will see what's going to happen with these guys once they get in the ring. Very, very interesting. It's going to be broadcasted live on Sky Sports. And the thing is, they even say you can live stream the action from the Sky Go or Now TV app, both of which are available for download onto your mobile tablet or device. When DAZN came out with all these apps for your phone and watching boxing on your phone, a lot of people were just very negative. And who the hell wants to watch boxing from their phone? But when you think about it, the DAZN was onto something, because I have the DAZN app, and of course I watch boxing on TV. But when I'm out, like at my son's sporting events, or if we're out, eating, or if I'm out here, leading some kind of briefing or something, and it just happens to be boxing on and I get a break, I tell you what, I click on that app and I watch the boxing. So I think the fact that they have all these different apps now are cool, but at the end of the day, you gotta have to figure out, you gotta have to pick something, because that stuff adds up too, man. It really does. But we'll see how it goes, man. Hatton and Barrera, I just don't see these guys. I don't see these guys dancing around in the ring, floating like butterflies and stinging like bees. With their fighting style, we just don't want to see Hatton get hurt. We don't want to see Barrera get hurt. But we do want to see them get in the ring and show what they have left. But hopefully it is truly an exhibition bout, and neither one of them get the other one in trouble and then finishes them off like Mayweather's been doing his exhibition opponents. Because Mayweather, man, he shows no mercy, does he? If the guy in the ring fighting Mayweather tries to get cute, Mayweather puts him out the misery. And I can't blame him. Because if you're going to try to hit me hard and you're going to try to hurt me and you want to take my O, although it's an exhibition, and you want to go be famous for a couple weeks because you knocked out Mayweather or you stunned Mayweather or whatever you did, well, you know what? You got to go. So I don't blame Mayweather, because when he gets in the ring, there's always the chance, and it happens, those guys, they try to test him. And once they get cute, what did he say? If you reach, I teach, right? So if you reach to get cute, he's going to teach, and it's funny. And with these two, I can see the same thing where they're trying to be respectful, but if somebody gets hit really hard, the leather's going to fly. So let's just hope nobody gets hurt. But that being said, man, y'all keep cool. I'm going to be looking out for that Vidal Riley guy. I want to see how he performs, because he sure had a whole lot of confidence when he was trying to, get to Shannon Briggs. I don't know if you guys remember that. He was trying to get to Shannon Briggs and fight him. And I was like, man, this guy must have a trick up his sleeve, because if he's trying to get at Briggs, I'm not saying Briggs is the same as he was when he was younger, but still makes you wonder, what can he do in the ring? So we'll get an opportunity to see that this weekend. But that being said, Ricky Hatton is back. Too bad he couldn't have had his son, Hatton. What's his son's name, man? Campbell Hatton, right? I'm about to call him Hatton Campbell. Campbell Hatton. Too bad Campbell wasn't able to get on there, but he just fought. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody from all 7 continents. Respect to everyone. Shout out to the veterans. Y'all keep cool. And as always, I'm in the breeze.